After such a long time, we are back. Welcome to the second episode of the Deep End Podcast. Because of quarantine, unfortunately, Zayden couldn't be here, but I do have my dear friend Gino, who is here with me today.
Hello.
And he is actually a songwriter on Spotify, and you can go check him out in the link in the description. But so today we're going to be talking about him, talking about some of his songs. I have a list of questions, and we're going to be getting to know him.
Okay.
So, first question is, how do you say your name?
Kaitra.
Kaitra. I always thought it was Kaitra, but, you know, it's alright. And then, how'd you come up with it?
So, there's a word.
Yeah.
And there was there was like a post on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot how to pronounce it. I'll find it. But, it's like this really long word.
Yeah.
And it like meant, you have that you realize that you have that happiness at that certain moment.
Yeah.
And you have sadness because you'll never experience that happiness again.
Yeah. So, is that how you feel?
When I was beginning music, yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Now I'm just kind of mad all the time.
What are you mad at?
I don't know, just random things.
Yeah? Is it because of this whole quarantine that's got you messed up? Or?
I think quarantine has blessed me.
Really?
Yeah, because it just gives me more time.
Oh yeah, more time to work on your music?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Do you make your own beats?
Yes, I do.
Yeah?
Yeah, I make it all on an iPod.
Nice. And is that all on GarageBand?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I just knew it was cheap.
Yeah. I mean, it's free, so
Yeah.
you can go check that out. Alright. What does your name mean to you?
Like, I have, like, trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
So, if someone were to ask my name,
Yeah.
I have a literal, like, list of names that I give to people.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'll just choose a random one when I meet them,
Mm-hmm.
like, online or something. Like,
Yeah.
if I meet them in, like, IRL, then I'm gonna
Yeah.
just tell my real name.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But you don't want like random strangers
Yeah.
just knowing your name.
yeah, like, because I was talking to this guy, the other night, and he was like, well, what do I call you? And I was like, well, I have a list.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so I just go on.
So you just go on off of your list.
Yeah, so they'll call me whatever I tell them
Mm-hmm.
to call me.
Mm-hmm. Why do you make music?
Originally,
Mm-hmm.
I started making beats in 5th grade, but it was like it was just fun.
Yeah.
And then 6th grade, I was making an album because it was this girl I liked, and
Were you like trying to impress her?
she moved.
Oh. Yeah.
And
That happened.
I was like kind of upset, so I wrote this depressing album. And then I don't recommend you listen to it.
Which one was it?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want people to look that up.
Alright. But it's part of your music. Or is it just not there anymore?
I'm gonna take it down if it gets really bad.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, yeah, it's still there. I'll show you when we're done. But
Alright. So, would you give the name of this person? Since she's already moved? Or...
yeah, I will, cause I barely talk to her at the moment.
Yeah, okay. So, her name was...
Riley.
Riley?
Riley.
In 6th grade, Riley.
Not 6th grade, 5th grade.
5th grade. Oh, yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
So,
I wasn't even at your school.
You weren't even at my
I
school,
wasn't
but
there.
Riley, it's... I feel like... I know Riley, so it's like... Maybe. But, yeah. That's sad.
Very sad. And then, yeah. That's it.
Alright. So, going back to your songs, what is your personal favorite that you've created so far?
At the moment, it's unreleased.
unreleased. Okay, which released song is your personal favorite?
Probably Paradox.
Paradox?
Paradox.
Alright. And is that number one right now?
Like,
Most listened?
no, it's Sirens.
Oh.
Sirens is number one.
Really?
Yeah, let me show you.
Oh, I thought
I'll tell you.
I thought Sirens was like number 3 or 4.
No, Sirens is number one. It's at the top, and I'm pretty sure number 2 is right now. And I forgot.
Well, if you go on Spotify right now, you can find out for yourself. I'll have his artist name. He is verified on Spotify.
Yeah, see?
Oh yeah, Sirens is.
And then right now, and then So Free Start, Midnight Minutes, and
Yeah.
Conversation.
Alright. So, if you had to pick a song that's released, that's your least favorite.
My least favorite is
Right.
the song,
Mm-hmm.
or the demo that I released, like
Really?
the week before.
Because I honestly think that demo song, that's a really good, lo-fi, it's 3 a.m. and you're in your feelings, just
It's like-
listening to that.
It's like 12 p.m.
Well,
When I
still,
recorded it, yeah.
I think that it's a pretty good song.
You can fall asleep to it.
Yeah. So we're gonna play that right now, so you can have a quick listen. Remember, it will be in the link in the description, so check that out.
I don't know why I live this life of mine. But I guess I'll try to get myself out in time. And yeah, I know it's hard to start a new life. But I guess I'll try to get myself out in time.
You do have a TikTok.
I do.
And on your last 2 videos, you posted a step-by-step process
Yeah.
of how you make songs. Why don't you go over that a little bit?
So like really, I make the beat first,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll write to it. But sometimes like I'll just be in the shower and I make up this melody or flow,
Yeah.
and I have to get out the shower because I have to write it down.
Right.
And so I'm like, it's very stressful when you have this perfect idea of the song, and
Oh yeah,
then
and
you
then fear
forget it.
forgetting about it.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times with lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you create this melody
Yeah. And then chords.
and chords.
And then bass and kick and whatever, and then effects probably, depending on the song.
Alright, so how many instruments are you playing? Or how many instruments do you play that you add on to your instrumental or?
Usually for a normal song.
Mm-hmm. Because I know you do guitar,
Mm-hmm.
you do drums, piano,
Mm-hmm.
and you make these.
I do the
Beats,
strings.
do the
Sometimes I'll
strings.
do percussion.
Yeah.
I mean, not percussion, like brass and trumpets.
Mhm.
Other than that, it's just kind of simple.
Yeah. Alright. Yes, we just had a little conversation about the song Sirens, and the reason that I guess it was called that, or the reason why you made that, is because outside of your window, which is also in the song, it says like, outside your window, there's like darkness and all this stuff, going on outside. There's 2 nights in a row that ambulances and all of this happened, so if you can explain any part of that.
Well, like Sirens, I think it was like the next day.
Yeah.
I wrote it, and because it was ridiculous,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wrote it. I was reading these like darker books at the time, and I mean, gunshots and sirens. There were sirens out my window,
There's signs right there.
and there's also a firing range like across my
For me,
yeah.
is that what it is? Yeah.
So it's gunshots and sirens.
Yeah.
And then I wrote shots, and I just finished that yesterday.
Yeah. You just finished shots?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll play that for you after this.
Yeah. But do you think you think you can talk about why there was these ambulances and fire trucks and...
There was some health issue, I think, the first night.
Yeah.
Because there were paramedics.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second night, my neighbor had some...
She said it was like an electrical problem.
She
and
thought it was
a gas leak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were like evacuating her house, but we're in townhomes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, if they evacuate her house and I'm right next door, like, shouldn't you get me out here?
Right. But I guess they didn't do that.
No.
How late was it?
It was raining.
It was. Yeah.
It was raining. It was 11, 12. It ended at 1. And
did you watch the whole thing unfold?
Yep. I was just sitting at my window, just like
thinking of these lyrics.
Yeah, it was originally I'm up and I'm crying.
Yeah.
Instead I'm up and I'm
dying.
I'm up with the violence.
Oh yeah.
And that doesn't rhyme at all, but like I just thought if I say I'm up when I'm crying, I just thought that was kind of wimpy.
Yeah. It just makes for a better song,
yeah.
You know, rhyming or not. It's not like you're rapping every single verse, you know? And that's what I also think, like, there are some terrible rappers out there, right? But they're famous because they have a certain fan base that just likes their music.
Or they pay people to listen.
But
like there was an ad on Instagram.
Yeah.
Another one, because I'm on Instagram all the time. There was this kid, and he was 13, and I mean so was I, but
yeah,
he was like, it was one of those SoundCloud rappers, and he thought he was so great, so he put himself on Instagram, and I felt so bad because he paid for that ad. He paid to put himself on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was trash.
Yeah. Oh.
I felt bad, but like I sent it to other people and I was like, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
I felt
gotta give
really
him a
bad.
little support. Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate the effort and I appreciate, but I was kind of just like, what is this?
Yeah.
And why is it on Instagram? Why is it?
But the reason I bring that up is because, you know, everybody has a fan base. Everybody has people that will like your music, right?
I just have you guys.
I mean, you have just us right now, but the thing is, you have to expand, you have to get everybody to listen to it, and then they get to judge whether they like it or not. And if they like it, then boom, you're growing your fan base.
I have people, like, I know people in Colombia listen.
Yeah.
Spain.
Mm-hmm.
UK, Sweden.
Yeah.
India.
There are all these people.
Yeah.
But if everybody in the world listened to your one song, just Sirens, and they decide that, hey, that's pretty good, right? Then boom, you got like a couple of thousand people, right? But right now it's just a small group of people. Like you know, you just gotta get your word out there. You gotta see who really likes your music, you know. And then, you know, yeah. So speaking about songs, if you're looking forward to anything, any new releases, I know you created 3 songs that.
I had a bunch of files, and Sour, the album, it was supposed to be like 14 tracks.
Yeah.
At least. But I was on such a tight schedule, and I didn't like everything.
Yeah.
So I cut it down to 8.
And that for the Sour album?
Yeah, that was Sour, and then I was like, well, I have all this time.
Yeah.
I have no deadline, and I'll just drop a deluxe album. And so I took all those files that I had that I didn't like, and I made sure that I liked them.
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
Yeah. And then you have this one song on Spotify. It's a demo song. Of course, it's in Chinese, and I don't know.
It's Japanese.
Or Japanese,
yeah,
my bad. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't read that, but in that song, you say that you're trying to get yourself out of something, and I want to know what you're trying to get out of.
I don't know why I live this life of mine, but I guess I'll try to get myself out in time.
It was the same year I made that album, the first one.
Yeah.
That I don't want people to listen to. I was making an EP.
And wait, the first album was Riley?
It wasn't called Riley. It was about. And
yeah.
What was it? The EP. I'm not gonna tell you the title because I might do it later.
All right.
But because it's very clever. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. And,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Self-Realization was on it, and a few other songs. I had another EP like later that year, and then I took it down. But yeah. So that song, I was like really depressed.
Yeah.
And I always planned, because I was planning an album this year in April.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
It got pushed back?
No, it just didn't happen.
Oh, it just didn't happen?
It had Green Blood on it. It had Grow Up. It had Paradox Forever. It was gonna have that song. And but I didn't like it.
No.
I'm very restless. It's like,
you don't like that song?
No, I didn't like the combination of everything. And yeah, I just. But if I dropped it then, like when I dropped Sour, it wouldn't click as much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna do something later, hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And but the song, I was down, I was depressed.
So you're just trying to run away from that self.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just. If I got out of that being, then maybe I could live happier.
Yeah.
I guess. But I re-recorded that song the day that my grandfather passed away.
Yeah.
And like the hour that he passed away. And I didn't know. And my mom went out to visit him, and she didn't tell me.
Yeah.
And I was in my room, and I knew something bad happened.
Yeah.
So I was watching like Netflix, and then I was like, I have to record this song. And afterwards, I recorded it. I like filed it out, and I sent it to the distributor. And like I fell asleep on the couch, and my mom comes back, and she's like, "He's gone." And I was like,
"Were you close with them?"
Yeah, he brought me to America. Without him, I wouldn't be here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Without him, would you be making music? Do you think if you were back in the Philippines? Or...
No.
No?
No.
No?
I probably wouldn't even... No. No. Just no.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Let's have a quick moment of silence. I know that's tough. I've also lost some people. Yeah.
I know.
Man. Yeah. I remember you being in school and you thought...
he was, I was, like... It just ran through my head all the time.
Yeah.
So...
Does it still?
Not as much, because he did everything the way he wanted it to. And...
Do you think he lived life to the fullest then?
Definitely. He was Filipino and he joined the Navy, and like you couldn't really do much. And he like went from a guy who like cleans up the ship to like a quartermaster or whatever. I forgot his title. It was really long, and it was just, he didn't care about the pay. He just knew that if he had that image, I think, then maybe he could be better or show off better to other people. And then he realized that he couldn't go any further in the Navy, so he went to the Coast Guard, and he worked there for, I don't know, he worked a long time.
Yeah.
He did a lot, and
yeah. So that also ties into this next question. In Sirens, we'll have a little song, but in Sirens you say, "The terror and dying are bad when I'm trying to block out all the darkness in my mind." Is that something that you're trying to block out? Like, what?
I wrote Sirens before he passed.
Before that happened, yeah.
And I mean, he was like, we were all taking care of him, but he wasn't on my mind when I wrote that.
Right.
It was a lot of darkness, especially with the pandemic, and I couldn't see you guys, I couldn't see friends, I couldn't see my father at the time, And
And is that also why you said like I miss all my friends?
yeah.
You know, yeah.
And I thought that maybe if summer began, like, because that's like such a great feeling,
Right.
then maybe it'll go away.
I
But obviously no.
obviously it didn't. I think everybody was looking forward to summer this year.
Yeah.
It just it all fell apart. You know,
Yeah.
2020's got us messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your album Self Restart, was that before or after Sour? I think that was
Self
before.
Restart is the last. It was a single.
Yeah, it was a single.
It's the last song in Sour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So is that you just trying to reinvent yourself? You know, trying to get out of this
Darkness?
dark mind.
Yeah, that didn't happen. I'm still. I like I said, I get mad,
Yeah.
and a lot of people are mad also. They're going crazy,
Mm.
and you know, I lost a lot of friends,
Mm.
especially during the pandemic. Yeah, probably because of the pandemic. Because you
Yeah.
know, you don't see them, you drift, you don't text them.
Right.
And then
Yeah, and they
you're
don't
like,
text
you're
you.
like, well,
and,
you know that they have their phone because everyone has their phone when you're laying around the house all
Right.
the time. And yeah,
I
it's
mean,
kind of upsetting. It's really upsetting
It's
when you
re- it's
lose
really
when you lose
upsetting.
someone that's so close to you,
yeah, that's always there in
and then
school.
and then it was a sad day.
yeah.
And then I wrote a few other. I wrote a lot of songs about it, and a few of them are on the deluxe. That's coming out November.
Sometime in November.
I think it's the 26th.
Okay.
Don't take my word. It was the 13th,
Yeah.
but I think I just needed that extra week. So
All right. Well, look out for that. And actually, this is a good question. If you wanna, you know, even though you've lost so many people, or at least fake friends, people who you thought would always be there, is there anyone left that you'd want to shout out for helping your career, or like boosting you up, or just any family member, anybody that
I would
has
like
helped
to.
you?
My family doesn't know about my music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'd like to shout out to you
Hey.
and my girlfriend definitely, because
Yeah.
she's like the fuel. She's everything to me, man.
Yeah.
And who else?
Do you think Hayden helped you at all?
Hayden supported me a lot.
Yeah.
And Logan.
And
yeah.
Logan?
Yeah, they brought like a lot,
They brought people into your...
especially for Sirens.
Right.
One single, and that like everything just rocketed after that. And,
Right. Because that's a good song. I mean, I listened to that
Yeah.
so many times.
Yeah, that just it went high. And
Right.
after that, then Saturn. I dropped Saturn, and I thought that was kind of disappointing.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, not only did it not reach as high, but it just wasn't as much as a I hate the world feeling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And, yeah, that's kind of what I was going for Sour.
Mhm.
And, Sour did not deliver how I wanted it to.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm dropping the deluxe.
Oh, okay.
And that's why there's like 20 tracks on it.
Yeah. But there are still songs that you are looking forward to releasing. Do you think they'll be as high as Sirens? I mean, maybe with this...
I'm growing. I'm definitely, like, all the songs before... I think this week I've been very proud of myself.
Yeah.
I made all 3 songs.
And you
that
finished all 3 songs?
I finished them all. And I'm very proud of myself.
Do you
and
just have to record them, or are they done?
They're done.
They're done?
They're straight up done. There's something I would like to fix in Shots, but I'll get to it.
Right.
It's just like one section, and but yeah, Shots was first. That's the first time I really featured someone that sings.
Mm.
As File 13,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
and yeah, he's cool. I just met him like last night too. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. And for the next question, this might take some time. I know you had your whole grandfather, but Has there ever been mental setbacks that you just, or times that you're making music that you have to just stop because it's gotten so deep?
No.
You know, the meaning.
No, that's never happened
No?
to me. I mean, I'll write a very deep song.
Yeah.
Like, I made my father cry,
Mm.
like, 2 days, on his birthday.
Aw.
Because it was such a sad song.
Yeah.
And it was, like, so, like, vicious, but it was depressing. And I played, it was the TikTok, and,
Yeah.
but he was like, I want to know what happened. And
Wait, and which song was that? Was that
it's called Scent.
Scent?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Because it's like, what is it? I would rather, this is dramatic, but I would rather die than hang out with you. Or, like, be in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
Even if it's just friendship.
Like a toxic relationship
yeah,
with someone?
it's terrible.
Right, no one
and then,
wants that.
and then, at the end, I'm, like, telling him, like, you're a terrible person.
Mm.
This is what you did to me. I don't want to mess with you. And then it's, like, message sent. Like, whoop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Wait,
that's
and that
just
was a
like-
message to...
No, I made it up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Not to anyone toxic.
Not,
it's just, you know, you
not
think this...
specifically.
So, do you think of, like, scenarios in your head? And
Yeah.
then based off of that, you write songs about them. Like, this could have happened,
Mm-hmm.
but, you know, since it's
It
your
didn't
own
happen to
world-
me.
It didn't happen,
It didn't
but,
happen
like,
to me,
this is
but
your
it-
own
I'm-
world, and it has happened
It's
to
like,
people.
Yeah, it's obvious it's happened to people.
So, in your music, are you trying to be more, like, relatable? Like, people... like-
Relatable.
yeah.
I've started to found the ability to tell stories with my
Right.
music, and
Like in Secrets, you know, it's about this girl that, you
Yeah.
know, you've told your whole life story to, and then things have just gone off the rails, and now you're like, why did I tell you?
yeah, there was a. You want me to talk about that?
Sure, go ahead.
Because there's a girl,
Yeah.
and I'm sure she's gonna listen to this.
Hmm.
So then she's gonna like text me, and I'm gonna be screwed.
Well, as long as you don't
I'm
say
gonna
your
be-
name, you have no idea who
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
yeah, but she knows the scenario.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell her, because she was like really close to me.
Yeah.
I'll tell her like something, a secret, obviously,
Mhm.
and like I like this person,
Yeah.
and then she'll straight up go to that person and tell him that I told her that, and then especially with like other people,
Mhm.
like if they like me,
Then they'll tell
then
you.
she would tell me.
But do you think that's just her looking out for you?
Dude, I'm pretty sure I told you the story a billion times,
Yeah.
but I think it's just jealousy.
Jealousy.
She
So-
doesn't. I'm not gonna
So she's not trying to help you, but she's trying to, like, stop it by
seeing reactions like
seeing reactions, yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough, yeah.
It's toxic, bro.
That is, yeah. And do you think that toxicity actually might have...
It feels
Something
sour.
from Scent?
It does feel sour.
Yeah.
It like especially Secrets
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of my other songs like Shots and
Yeah.
I
And
really
then-
like Shots, bro.
And then, yeah.
I keep
And then,
talking about it and I'm like,
I don't remember which song this was, but you posted on your Instagram, and a line that I keep, like, saying is, like, of course, it's not in a literal sense, but it says, like, all my friends are fake. Would you say, like, it applies to people who have done that to you? It's like those kind of people.
the toxic ones.
The
that
toxic
lie
ones.
to me. They, especially the ones that they leave.
Mhm.
I've had like 5 people like
Just
straight up
leave.
up and leave.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's sad because you tell them
You tell them
your
everything.
problems, and then when they're gone, you have no one
Right.
to tell them to. And like I'm like hesitant to tell like my girlfriend,
Mhm.
but I talk to her like every day,
Right.
and like how can I not talk to her? And yeah, so
So, if those 5 people, or, you know, whoever it was that's just left, if they were here, you know, what would you want to tell them?
I'm sorry
Why are you sorry?
because I'm pretty sure it may have been my fault.
For you doing what?
I don't know.
Not talking to them? But
Yeah.
if they're your friends, then they should also be talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
It can't just be one-sided.
Yeah. Well, that's how they believed it was,
Well,
and that's why I didn't
Having trouble sleeping again.
mess with them
yeah.
anymore.
Surprised you slept at home with everything going on.
Well, so with that being said, or is there anything that you regret? You know, maybe
Like I'm forgetting something.
if you talk to them more, or
I regret letting them leave
yeah,
because I just let it happen.
yeah.
You know.
Well, there's a quote that I remember. It's like, if they leave, then, and
It's
I'm
God.
not
Isn't it like
spiritual. Yeah,
God?
God heard conversations that you didn't.
Why did they come into my life in the first place? Why didn't he realize?
Why does
that
anyone
was-
come into your life in the first place? It's because you
that's
meet
how
them.
That's how life works.
Right, you
If
meet
they're
people,
there,
you get
they're
a first
there.
impression.
I don't believe like, and this is my belief. I'm
Yeah.
not telling other people because that's what people
This
do.
is your personal
This is
opinion.
my personal opinion.
All right, thank you for the disclaimer.
I don't believe that there is someone that forces someone to be in your life
Yeah,
or something like, but I do believe that things are supposed to happen,
right.
and you can't control that. You can't change that. You can't like avoid your death. You can't avoid
It's things
losing
that are
people.
inevitable.
Yeah, everything is inevitable.
Yeah.
You know, you lose a friend, you can't go back and get them. You can't go back in time and change the events, because either way they're gonna leave you. Because that's how the universe. There's a show.
Oh,
There's a show. It's a
okay.
great show.
yeah.
I started watching it. It's
Uh-huh.
2004. And I'm sure you've heard of it. It's called Lost.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that show.
really.
But there was a scene,
Mm.
and there was this guy, and he like goes back in time in his mind,
Mm.
and he changes these events because he breaks up with his fiance, like in the past, and then he goes back, and he doesn't want to do that, and either way,
You being here.
they broke up. And
So
then
that
he
was
meets-
inevitable, that
it was
them breaking
inevitable.
up.
It was inevitable. It was inevitable that he was gonna end up on the island where he would be lost, and
Yeah.
um,
Talk to Wilson. I
that's
think was at the back.
no, that's a movie.
Oh, I'm thinking of something else.
It's the one with Tom Hanks.
Yeah. All right,
This
never
is a
mind.
TV show.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
So, do you believe in? Since you said that you don't believe in someone that, like a higher up that's controlling, you know, who you meet.
Yeah.
But you
But
said
I
that
believe
people
that-
are meant to be. So, do you believe in fate?
Explain what you
Like-
believe fate is.
Like, I believe that fate is like, you know, like people like are going to meet each other. Like it's going to happen, you know. But it's like maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in a month.
But it's going to happen.
But it's going to happen. You're going to meet this person for whatever reason. You know, I met someone that, you know, during quarantine I was really upset, and you know, I literally just left my house because I couldn't take it. I just left. I didn't tell my parents where I was going, and then I went up to Court Park, and like, you know, these people there just like said, "Yo, what's up?" And it was like these two girls. You know, not because I'm cute or anything. It's just because I knew.
You are.
I know, but like I knew one of them, and they said, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Oh, yo, what's up?" And I just kept on walking, but they were like, "Hey, come over here," you know. And then there, I met this person. Her name is Caitlin, and we were actually going through a rough time, both of us at the same time, and we talked to each other, and things after that actually got better. And
That's great.
I regret not talking to her anymore. You know, I regret that we lost our connection. But still, I believe that it was fate. You know, that we met each other, and that, you know, things looked better after we talked to each other. Like, you know, if that happened, if I didn't walk out, maybe I'd still be in an angry state. But that happened. That's what I think fate kind of is. That's what I think it is. So
I'm
do
with
you
on
think?
that. I think yeah.
Yeah.
I think things happen, and they're supposed to happen. Not like they're supposed to happen, but they're going to happen.
Yeah. And you just can't control it. You just gotta ride life as it is. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. But that's, yeah. Speaking about like all this quarantine and stuff, sucks, and I hate talking about it. I hate that
Yeah.
word, you know. But has it, you know, like
Affected me.
affected you?
It just gives me more time to work on music.
Right.
I was on the phone with this guy,
Mm.
and it was like the first time I was on the phone with him, and he's like, well, what do you do every day? Because he's like into my music and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I wake up, I make music, I call my girlfriend, and she usually has to leave or do something, so I make more music, and then I eat lunch, and then I make music, and then
So your whole day is just making music?
I lay in bed, and it's completely unhealthy, because
Yeah.
I'm afraid, because once I go back somewhere, then I'm just gonna be like flopping around, because I'm not used to standing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but at least I'm getting this stuff done. I'm
Right.
like,
This
Deluxe?
is
Deluxe?
your early career, you know.
yeah, Sour Deluxe. What is it? Yeah, Sour Deluxe. It's almost done. It's like 4 tracks from being done, and I already have.
26.
Yeah, they're already on the way.
Yeah. All right. And I think, let's see. I think this will be the last question, unless
Yeah.
you know we get into a more conversation. But for any song, of course, I'm gonna choose my favorite song, or one of my favorite songs, "Secrets,"
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Since that is, you know, so like, you know, because I feel like everyone can relate to that. You know, you tell someone your secrets and then something happens, you have to
Just
fall
like,
out and they
oh
leave,
yeah. Mhm.
right? But if you had to choose one person to listen to that song, who would it be? One
Okay,
person.
Let me explain this to you.
Yeah.
It's a very, very, very tough situation. I already told you about the girl that ran and just told everyone my secrets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's technically who it was about. You know, 7 years. 7 years, and then I even stated in the song.
Yeah.
Same person from the moon. You said one person. I would just say like anyone who's just a piece of crap.
Yeah.
I mean, like not like to offend anyone, but like if you're like acting up and I hate to say this, but like and you don't have like proper and like respectable morals, which no one does anymore. Like I almost cried the other day because I was cutting the lawn and I cut a beetle in half.
Oh.
And I was like, I just took his life, and I was like, so messed up.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of messed up. Like it's a bug.
It's a bug.
It's a
but
bug, dude. I'm like,
It's not about the bug. It's about the deeper meaning.
it's about the fact that
You know.
I know it's not like I took a life, but
You're right.
like I did. It's not a human life. I still.
So are you gonna go vegan?
Nah, I hate vegans. I hate vegans. You know, have you seen the one girl that's like in the store and she's like crying because she's looking at the lobsters in the tank? She's like,
I've seen that. But
Just laughing at her, but
yeah. So when you say like people who suck, or you know people who, you know, you said that, you mean that people who act like your best friend tell other people you said, basically backstabbers.
I think just like people who are just like they just they don't recognize that other people are other people.
Right.
It's just terrible.
Yeah.
And I think nobody needs that.
Yeah.
They're just selfish.
That's true.
They're surviving for themselves.
Alright.
Not
So
for other people.
So for the one person that would listen to your song Secrets, you choose the person that of 7 years who Secrets is about.
Yeah.
And you can't say the name?
I'm not gonna say the name.
Alright. Are they still relevant today?
Yes, they are.
And
I'm
like,
sure she's gonna hear this and then she's gonna text me and then I'm gonna be like, no, that's not about you.
well, whoever it is,
I think you sit with her at lunch.
Do I? Oh heck no. Oh.
Yeah,
I know who it is.
No.
It's just I. You know what? It's
oh wait,
fine.
that just clarified it, cause she's.
Yeah.
She sits with me at lunch.
Yeah.
What's
But
it-
multiple people sit with me.
Yeah.
At least, yeah, sometimes. But, well, there you have it. Is there anything you want to tell anyone out there? Any?
I think.
Actually, I do have one question.
Yeah.
Are you featuring with anyone anytime soon?
I did. I have like a bunch of people I want to feature with.
Mm-hmm.
I featured with File 13,
Mm-hmm.
and there's another guy, but yeah,
That's it.
that's really it. He's like the first time I featured someone.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
And that's coming up.
Yeah, it's gonna be in. It's shots.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's shots. I'll play you that.
All right, cool.
So,
But it's in there, and I'm gonna hear it.
yeah, you're gonna hear it before it comes out.
All right, cool. And he's gonna be in there too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if there's any last comments, anything you want anyone to know,
I like pink.
okay.
Elon Musk is cool.
Yeah. okay.
I watched this documentary on him. He's pretty cool.
And to any new viewers,
New viewers,
any new people about to come into your life,
please listen to my music.
Yeah.
Please.
All right.
So I actually don't take the money
Yeah.
because I help my dad pay for like the house. Because
He's working hard on it. Yeah.
it's kind of messed up that. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
All
I'll
right.
tell you after.
But yeah,
I
just
like-
at a young age, you know.
a lot
you
of.
help them out.
I'm not gonna put this in the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right. Well.
I hate to like straight up say it while it's recording. but
Yeah.
This was fun.
Yeah, this was great. And next time I'll definitely have Zayden here on the podcast. You know, he's gonna be back. He went to Georgia. You know, he's having a good time out there in Georgia with his dad. And yeah, so after he quarantines, because he comes back today, but he is going to quarantine. You know, for at least a week. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. This has been the Deep End Podcast with Gino.
Because there are
Yeah.
things.
And Matthias.
Yeah. And yeah, so make sure you check out his music. Make sure you listen, you know, at least give it a try. I know that I put some songs in here.
Links.
Secrets, links in the description. And go follow him on Spotify
TikTok.
and
Instagram.
TikTok, Instagram. I'll put all that in the
Yeah.
description. And yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us on the Deep End Podcast. And I'll see you next time.
Don't know why I live this life of mine. But I guess I'll try to get myself out in time. And yeah, I know it's hard to start a new life. But I guess I'll try.